the most obvious one out of this whole list, and that's the Ableton Note app. Now, if you don't know what Ableton Note is, it's basically just Ableton, but on your phone. You can make beats, you can make songs, you can make sounds. You can sound design on your phone. If for some reason I'm making a beat and I have to make it on my phone, I'm using Ableton Note. One of my favorite parts about the Ableton Note is how easily it integrates with the Ableton Move. There's been so many times where I started a beat on this, exported it to my phone, and then finished it on my phone without ever having to take out my laptop. This next app I think is the craziest one. The app is called Tonally. Now, if you guys know what a circle of fifths is, imagine that, but on crack. All right. What does this app do? I don't even.
Devin, you're not explaining what the app does. You're just saying, oh, it's a good app.
All right, let me get there. First, you pick a key that your song is in, and then from there, it tells you all of the chords that are gonna sound good in that key. And when I say all of the chords, I mean all of them. There's triads, 7th chords, 11th chords, 9th chords, diminished chords, other type of chords that I can't even read. It can also put all of those chords in the best possible inversion, and it does that automatically. Another really good thing about this app is that, let's say you don't know how to play an instrument, it's gonna tell you exactly how to play that chord depending on what instrument you choose. So if I don't know how to play the guitar, I can just be like, all right, G major 9th chord. And then it tells me like every possible way in every different inversion of how to play this chord on my guitar. The best way I like to use this app is by starting from nothing, picking a key, and then picking 4 chords to basically create a chord progression. And then from there, I could bring that chord progression and play it in my DAW or on the OP1 or record it on a piano or guitar. The last 2 apps are cool and all. The problem is, you have to pay for both of those. All of the next apps I'm gonna talk about are completely free. In fact, this next one is already on your phone straight out of the box. The Voice Memo app. Not only can you capture ideas on the go right when you think of them, you can also use the Voice Memo app to record samples, a little mouse click or some wood perks. And now you have your own little sample pack just using your phone. Out of this entire list, this is probably my most used app. In fact, I have the iPhone shortcut button go straight to the Voice Memo app. Let me tell you a little secret. If you want the Voice Memo app, but on crack, just like that last app, there's an app called Take. In that app, you can layer 3 voice memos basically onto one. So you can have like, you're singing, and then you thought of a drum thing you want to do, so you beatbox that, and then you also thought of a little melody, so you can hum that. And then now listening back to it, you have the singing, beatbox drum, and the melody all in one. Also, that app has effects like auto-tune and compression, I think. I haven't really looked into it that much, but I think it also has like reverb. Like you can put effects into your Voice Memo app, basically, and then just straight up export that straight into your computer, and then now you have a full song, just put a beat over it. But me personally, I just go with the stock Voice Memo app because I'm not doing anything more than just writing down ideas and creating samples. These next 2 apps don't really have anything to do with music specifically, but they definitely help if you're trying to build a music business. This next one is Adobe Fresco. It's basically just a drawing canvas straight on your phone. So you can open it up, draw, and create little artworks. Now, why is this good for us? Like, why do we as music producers care about this? What I personally use it for is to draw my little cover arts. In no way am I a painter. I'm trash at it. Like, it's probably gonna skip a generation, you know? Like, I've tried to learn, and I just can't draw. I'm getting completely sidetracked because what's this video about? Apps? Now I'm just complaining that I can't draw. The point is, I can't draw, but I still use this app, and I still try my best to make some good cover arts. These cover arts don't have to be anything crazy. I mean, personally, look at this little turtle. He has sunglasses. He's kind of fat. Here's another little turtle I drew. I got my coffee right here. What does that even say? That doesn't even say anything. This last app is Photoshop or Canva. They do the exact same thing. One of them is free, one of them isn't. I use it for all of my thumbnails and all my sample pack art. It just makes it so easy. There's so many fonts to choose from. Also for Instagram posts, maybe I want to add text to something, or I just want to explain what the pack is, and then I have a still image that I can post. A lot of the content on my website that's just images and art for something, I used Canva to make it, and then imported those images to my website. And then now I have a really nice looking website using basically just Canva.